Thank you. After 18 years, the time has come for a change to the district court. I've decided to run in this race on the strength of my own experience and by focusing on the skill set I bring to the table in contrast to the other candidates. The fresh perspective I will bring to the court will promote further growth and positive change, and I'm asking you for the privilege of serving you. Unfortunately, I've been made aware that by merely deigning to run for district judge against the incumbent, I've ruffled some feathers. That's disappointing to me, but I'm not deterred. I want to be the agent of positive change. So let's talk about the differences between the candidates. Nowhere in Judge Zucker's campaign materials and nowhere tonight did Judge Zucker say that she had any trial experience as a lawyer, let alone extensive trial experience before coming to the bench. And yet, when we evaluate candidates for judge, that is one of the key factors we consider because trials are an integral part of what judges do. Nowhere in Judge Zucker's campaign materials does it say that she ever represented a client who was charged with a crime, a homeowner who had to sue a contractor or a tenant who was being evicted. And yet these types of cases frequently come before the court. Nowhere do the campaign materials claim or suggest that Judge Zucker represented people like you in the 20 years of practice before she got on the bench. The reporting says that she represented condo boards, if you can believe that. Instead, Judge Zucker has spent the last 17 years on the bench, and it's time for a judge who's spent the last 17 years fighting for you. You may say that Judge Zucker has been in her own courtroom for 17 years. Doesn't that count for something? Well, of course it does. But the experience of sitting in your own courtroom where you're the judge is not the same as fighting for the rights of people who come before the court. You don't get the same perspective. And it's not the same as appearing before and experiencing firsthand a multitude of judges from across the region. I've done that, and I've had the opportunity to learn from each of those experiences. I believe my experience makes me best prepared to understand the concerns of the parties that come before the district court and to make just decisions under the law. I will miss my role as a lawyer fighting for my clients' rights, but I will gladly undertake the role of judge if you, the voters, will honor me with the opportunity to serve you. Some of you may be wondering why you should even consider voting for a candidate who's not endorsed by the Democratic committee. After all, haven't they carefully considered the qualifications of each candidate? The sad answer is no, they have not. Unfortunately, the Democratic committee made an endorsement decision before they even knew who the candidates were. So it's up to you, the voters. Judge Zucker was elected 18 years ago, and she's been unopposed since then, until now. I suggest to you that 3 terms is enough, and it's time for a change and a fresh perspective for the benefit of Lower Merion. I urge you to vote for me, Joe Hirsch, for district judge. Please check out my website, joehirschforjudge.com, and feel free to contact me if you have any questions.